What's up, everybody?
Look who's
I
here
heard
with.
some. There was some echoing.
Is it you?
Anyway, I don't know. So it is Thursday night. What time is it, Joe?
Let me check. Just a minute. It's 7:30 Mountain Time, Cody.
You ruined my joke. Anyway, it's 8:30 Central Time.
The only time that matters.
It is everybody's favorite time, favorite day of the week. We are Thin Line Defense. You have found us, and we are live. Unfortunately, we are missing not Jason tonight. He is working and busy, so we won't have him.
Can we share one secret thing that he's doing? Are we allowed to share?
Can you turn your mic back down? I don't know what you did in the last 30 seconds. Yeah.
Oh, hold on.
Move it away from your face.
Here, there. Is that better? There we go.
A little bit more.
Better? A little more? Okay, hold on.
Quito más.
We should probably have all this worked out before we even jump in here, but that's not how we roll.
We've only done this for like months. Is that better?
Yeah, maybe a little bit further up, actually.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, but see, Walsh doesn't like coming on to here until about 60 seconds before we go live, so.
Oh. I try to do Discord as much as I can.
I'll just do hand signals.
Yeah. Hey, I wanted to share. I think isn't Jason gonna get to go visit with the guys over at PSA?
I don't know, but you need to go up on your mic just a little bit.
Oh my goodness,
dude!
All right, Goldilocks.
You were really loud.
I'm low. I'm loud.
No. Okay.
Perfect.
Okay. It's exactly where we started.
Harry's taking bets on how long it's going to take for Joe to tell me something about my mic.
Yeah.
You can't
take bets, but
wizards.
I'm telling you, whenever he sets something down on the table, so we just want to get it out of the way.
Yeah.
Cody, stop hitting the table.
Okay, there we go. We did it.
So, like we were saying, not Jason will not be here tonight, unfortunately. Obviously, this happens. We all have lives outside of this, so he's doing.
Don't believe that. Cody gets lost in the desert a lot, so we can forgive Cody. We're not forgiving not Jason. He's just an idiot that didn't want to come and hang out with our friends.
You'd be surprised how many people like message me like, "Oh, hey, you guys do this full time? Like, it's crazy that you guys do this. No. Like, so why are you doing that? Like, dude, we do this on the side. Like, it's just a hobby." Oh, someone said, "Where's all the plate carriers?" Yeah, we're not wearing any today.
You can see how many Fs were given.
Whoops.
Yeah. So feast your eyes on the field where I grow my Fs. As you can see, it is barren.
What's this one?
The production value will increase as we get more popular. Like I saw a guy today. I don't know if you've seen him on TikTok or any other video, but he basically just sits there and he's like, he does that throughout the video. He makes $75,000 per post.
What?
I don't know why my cat's making all that.
What does he do?
Anyway,
what does he do?
He's the guy that when people basically they'll do a video and he'll dub it and
I love the dude. He's like this.
I love that guy.
I love that guy. He's awesome. He deserves every penny of it because he's awesome.
$75,000 per post.
Yeah, good for him.
I'll take it.
And I think I don't know where he lives.
I think he's American.
But it's definitely not in the United States. Like when you start looking at light switches and faucets and stuff like that, and you know that it's overseas somewhere, Europe.
Yeah. Yeah, he's definitely overseas somewhere.
Yeah,
stuff doesn't match. It's not like the right stores and stuff in the background.
Yeah.
Not to cut our nonsense out, but I'm gonna jump in the comments real quick because we normally get way behind. We'll get like 30 minutes behind on comments, and then we're struggling the whole time.
Jason, he's really good about the comments.
I
ignore them all.
Dude, I'm having technical difficulty with my beverage.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Well, you better hurry up.
I was doing these just for you.
I know.
So we got a bunch of Wizard Tech Gurst. We got some What's Up Wizard. That one counts.
Yep.
We got Harry throwing out the Wizard.
Yeah.
Wizard.
Remember to always join in with us with your drink of choice whenever you see a good wizard.
Yeah.
It keeps overflowing.
We got Zach in the house with Wizard Tack Girth. Peep out the shirt.
Hey, I do have Cody got one of these for me, but we do have a few more of our Wizard Nation patches. They're not the cheapest. These are 25 shipped. They are nice leather patches though, so they're not just the regular junky ones. I mean, they're legit. Well, they're legit leather. So if you want a leather patch, Wizard Nation leather patch, I have a few of them. We're not going to have like infinite amounts. Probably whatever we have for this run of this may be it, and then we're going to do a different design. So hit me up on Discord or Instagram or wherever. Hit me up and I'll give you the information if you want one of those. If you don't have one already, a lot of our main guys.
I'm paying you tonight. I keep forgetting you're going to sell.
Yeah, I got a cool one. I got one, a special one set aside for Cody. Cody, I got yours. Looks good.
How's this special?
Well, it's just one of the. It's
it
leather.
has no Velcro on the back. It's a licking stick just specially for you.
Yeah. No, it's leather, so some like they can be a little bit different tint. They kind of have their own life to them. So there's a little bit of like, what are you gonna get? I kind of went through the stack and got you one of the cooler ones, more contrasty, more just better pick. So the earlier people get the better patches too, because then there's better ones to pick from.
Yeah, I'm gonna send you money.
So we got Joey Savoy or Savoy. I'm not sure, depending on where he's from.
Is he on Discord?
I haven't seen you in the chat before, so if you're new, welcome.
Yeah, Cody ain't probably on Discord or internet sucks.
You sounded weird, Cody.
Yeah.
Still?
Yep.
I literally hear crickets in the background. That's awesome. I don't know why I hear crickets.
Probably mine. Awesome. Probably because
you
hear crickets sitting outside. You have to have some good headsets, though.
Yeah. Can you hear me now?
Yeah. Yep, you're back.
Do not go on Discord, Cody.
I'm not on Discord. I'll only get on that on my phone. It's never been on my computer.
Okay, good.
It'll mess y'all up. For some reason, it makes this weird thing happen. Like you'll be talking, and all of a sudden, let's see if I get it to do it. It'll just sound all crazy.
Yeah, he starts talking like the chipmunks.
Yeah, I don't know why it does that.
J-Dub wants to know why is Walsh yelling. He yells all the time. That's just his regular
I told
tone.
you. Listen, I tried to tell him, but then I got yelled at for telling him.
I'm not a master of volume control. Like,
electronics or in real life.
Ironsight.
What up, Ironsight?
Look, everybody's saying Walsh is yelling. Archangel, Walsh, why are you so angry and yelling in the mic?
Not anymore. This is how far we are behind.
Yeah, like that was like 10 minutes ago.
Yeah, 8 minutes and 32 seconds.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if we don't jump in the comments, we just get way behind.
Yeah,
keep going, Cody.
Instantly.
You gotta read them out loud more.
Spartan Core Group. What's up, boys?
You've missed them a little bit. Yeah, they've come in, give some good comments.
Yeah,
Dan, Joe, you should have seen Ryan's pick get put up on display for all 6,000 AFA members this week.
What?
We'll have to hear the story about that.
Yeah, I am gonna have to hear the story. Dang. Yeah, I do need to see that, Daniel. Thanks for letting me know. I'll text you.
Scott says, PSA, baby, I'm shopping right now. That's
so
dangerous.
I'm hoping he's going to get a tour of their facility. Like, he was talking about some really cool stuff. So he may come back with some awesome footage.
That'd be cool.
Seth is saying Wizard Dance Magic, Wizard +1 level, Wizard Dimnees, Wizard Truth Booth, Wizard Tech Earth. I'm not as good as that as Jason.
No, I just say Wizards and Wizard Post.
Yeah, you could just read one of those.
Yeah.
For time's sake.
Prepper saying he's got his Come On Jimothy shirt in the mail.
Oh, hey, if you got your shirt, see if you can throw up in Discord. I'm gonna look through. Maybe I missed it, but if you got it, let me see it.
In the mail. Did you get a flag on it so I could buy one?
No, it's not.
This is plain of bullshit.
It costs like an extra $30 for the flag.
Yeah, not if you go through a different company.
So nothing saying it's your headphones, Joe. Walsh sounds fine.
See, it's not my problem.
Oh yeah, one person. Everybody else is saying you're yelling.
Oh, dude, I want to say, people don't know it yet, but we have planned out Oh, J.W. Tubb says, yeah, once Walsh retires, he's going to do it full time. I like being honest. I would have a hard time not, that'd be so tricky. Just being able to say what you want and then still have the companies be happy with you because you need it to put food on the table. That would be tough.
Right. There's a difference.
Yeah, that changes the game.
Until you make it really big, it's not what you all think.
Mm-mm.
It really isn't.
You see a lot of content creators that do it full time that eventually get burned out really quick.
Yeah.
And with all the monthly revenue, we couldn't even buy a decent optic with all the different revenue stream. We couldn't even buy a decent optic, let alone put food on tables.
Yeah, it would be. Yeah, it'd be hard. And the fact that there's like 4 of us, that's where it even gets even crazier. Because like you got like all kinds of crazy logistics with like shipping and all kinds of stuff. Yeah, it would be hard.
So Scott was saying they looked high, they looked low, they looked there, they looked here. There was no F's to give anywhere. That was almost Dr. Seuss. I'll pay you $75 to rub the beard on the back of my neck. Dude, I'll do that for free.
Oh my goodness.
He's not joking.
No one else.
That's the sad part.
No one else but me gets to enjoy this beard, so I'll do it for free.
Oh, I was saying, we did all those giveaways earlier, and we have a ton of cool giveaways set up for next month. And I was reading the comment. We have a ton of cool giveaways for this month, and then the one after. So I think one we're gonna do for live chat members only, and then the one coming up, we got some bigger ones we're gonna do members only. So yeah, I always have plates. It was like one day I didn't have plates because it like literally came in the mail that day, and I grabbed it. Good grief.
Yeah, Walsh is that guy. He'll cut the shape out of cardboard and put it into a plate carrier so it looks like he's wearing plates.
So I can come on the camera.
Yeah.
Hey guys,
there you go. I'm not a fobby. I'm not a poser. I got plates in. Look, I got plates.
And you don't actually hit it. You're like,
yeah,
careful. Like,
yeah.
Cardboard.
You just got to hit your magazines.
Yeah. See guys.
Plates.
Is it really? Are those crickets really that loud?
I can hear them.
So
I have them too, right outside my door.
So it says I still don't understand the wizard thing. So,
can I give a subbed up version?
Yeah,
it was all Cody.
Yeah.
So somebody had commented in a couple of our videos that we weren't doing things right, and that's why we were idiots, and we didn't know what we were doing, and that's why the gear didn't work right. And Cody went like, "Look, we're not wizard level 100s here. We're just normal guys, and that's what we're reviewing the gear for, normal people." And that's where it started. So we're all wizards, and I'm working on. I think I might be up to like wizard level 18.
Yeah, it's kind of a weird way to give a middle finger to those folks. So it's funny. So it's kind of this joke. We make cool stuff with it. It kind of turned into our own like pretty awesome thing. But the whole wizard joke is that whole like, oh, listen, you're not fancy enough to have an opinion. Watch out, you're not fancy enough to know anything. So we kind of
Cody, say it again. Cody said it way better than I do.
What?
No, you're not wizard level 100.
Yeah, I would always say something like that. Like I'm not a flying wizard level 100 or something like that. Like Dungeons and Dragons,
It's only better when Cody says that.
Well, people always think that because we put videos on YouTube, we're some kind of SEAL Team 7 or something. I'm not gonna say 9 because we're not that epic.
7.
They have a bunch of teams.
I know, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
But we do have more advanced training than beginner training. Some of us more than others. Some of us have, and I think the series that Braden did, the Zero to Hero series, he showed his progression through that and admitted right away, hey, again, we're not level 100.
Yeah.
But the whole premise behind our YouTube channel is we're just average guys, average Joes, and we like gears and guns, and all that other stuff, and we're just here to review them and tell you what our opinions are about it. So
I think it comes down to it too, like all the people who are wizards with us too. You don't have to be special forces, you know, the top tier to still have an opinion or like or dislike something. Like if you dislike something,
like, oh well, this plate carrier chafes my neck. Oh, that's because you're not special forces. Like, well, my neck still hurts. What can I do about it?
You don't know how to wear it right.
Yeah.
Let's just explain to me how to wear it right. It's probably a bad product.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
and that's also one of the cool things about this community, right? So we're trying to build a community. Our Discord, this live chat every week. We have other people with other experiences that'll come in and say, you know, hey, I got experience with that piece of gear, and I like it because of this, or I don't like it because of that, and that's what makes this fun. That's why we do this.
Oh,
a good question.
Good explanation.
Yeah.
Don't ask about Jimothy because they'll take too long.
That's more of just like straight up, just kookamami stuff. Look at this. Look at this. So yeah, that sounds like okay. I get the wizard, so that's a joke. So what's this? Like that's a joke on a joke.
Yes, given to us by
the viewers,
the great people that we come on here to talk to every week.
And it just kind of shows that you guys all make the community.
And don't feel bad, Scott, because I didn't even know what Jimothy was.
Oh, I like it. So see that last Cody. See that last comment by Scott at the bottom. It's
at the very bottom.
I think that's the best way to explain it too. He goes, "Wizards that lack Fs."
Yes.
Yeah.
Perfect.
You have none to give.
I don't know if that's going to make a shirt, but it might be.
Yeah.
Come on, Jimothy. Bring your
like
Fs
that,
with you.
actually.
Or no Fs here. Let's go.
It's like a wizard looking at a bucket and it says Fs and it's just empty.
Yeah. And he's just looking at Jimothy and Jimothy going
like this, yeah.
So Banks Bucks was saying last week he saw both on here and online recommendations for pig gloves.
Mm-hmm.
I got them and they are thin as AS or ASF. But then I had an idea and looked at my Agilite mechanics, and they are not as tight anymore.
Because he cut the fingers off.
But that is the point of those pig type gloves, is to be thin. Obviously, you're not going to be fast roping with those kind of gloves or anything like that. It's more for
dexterity and weapon manipulation.
Yeah, you want them to be kind of thin. That way, you kind of have your textile feeling when you're ripping through the trigger. So, but if you're going to do anything more than that, like fast roping or anything, I wouldn't suggest any gloves like that. But you want the dexterity of those gloves. That's why they're thin.
So if you find yourself in any helicopter here soon and you want to quickly rappel out of it, don't use those ones.
Yeah. Quickly take your pig gloves off.
Yeah.
Put some thicker leather.
There you go. Or put gloves. You can actually put larger gloves over pig gloves, and it actually works pretty well, especially if you're cold. I was laughing though. I was talking about a belt loadout. You guys, they're gonna see in a little bit. I'm like talking about wearing gloves, and I was like, man, I always carry gloves, but I never wear gloves.
Yeah, I don't wear gloves a lot.
Yeah, whatever.
So Caleb's saying, for those of you that are Skelly Code on Discord, you can now use the wizard emoji, wizard +1 level.
That counts.
I'm adding some wizard tack girth onto that. Let's come on Jimothy shirt. Yeah, so you guys, if you guys aren't on Discord, there's like the conversations we have going on here are cool because you can interact with all three of us. But in reality, Jason's almost always on the Discord. I try to be. I think Joe even jumped on the Discord today. Cody's on there. You wanted the link. I didn't know if you were joining.
No, I gave it to somebody else.
Well, you have an opportunity to interact with us there. Usually you can get a hold of us to some degree. You can talk with us, bring up ideas. There's all these different areas. Dr. Dole has his whole Medicaid area. There's a spot for radios and communications. There's like everything on there. So yeah, if you like the live chat and like the little thing we do here, you can pretty much run it all day long. Probably all the main members are like, man, I'm getting tired of the live chat. I can just talk to them live right now.
Right.
Them on Discord.
And on top of that, you get a lot better information there because you have a bigger pool of people.
And that brings up a good point, though. Shout out to Caleb, because he is, like, without him and all the things he does on Discord,
Yeah.
none of us would have a clue what's going on.
Yeah.
Like, he set it up to where you could put at TLD or something like that, and it pings all of us.
Like ask a question and everything.
Yeah, that's super cool. I wouldn't have had a clue how to do that. So shout out Caleb. We appreciate it.
And our tech guy can't even figure out a mic on a week-to-week basis, so we know that.
They're like all leaving. Like, listen, all I hear is crickets. Like, it's literally just crickets in my headset. Like, I'm out of here.
So J-Dub wants to know, what gun is Jimothy running today, Joe?
I only have one.
We need more. I bet you goat guns would probably do more. We probably need to hit them up again and build another one on the channel.
Maybe.
I don't know how I feel
Jimothy,
about that.
I agree, though. Jimothy needs more guns.
I don't know how I feel about that EOTech.
Jimothy needs a full loadout.
Yeah, it's huge on this gun, too.
So Gen Z's saying he bought that Olight, should fit Surefire X300 holster. Does the Olight fit with any Surefire holsters or just certain ones? And does it fit on locking holsters, not just level 1?
That is so hard to answer. It completely depends. It depends if the locking part of the holster around the light. If it is, probably not. If it's just a big gaping hole, then it will probably work. Most O-lights are smaller than any of the Surefires or Streamlights out there. But it depends where it locks and how it's molded. So we can't answer that. Best of luck. We hope that the one that you bought works. I know that my Alien Gear one so I got an Alien Gear outside the waistband for a Glock with a Surefire flashlight, and I'm running a Dagger with Olight on it, and it fits and locks. But the locking mechanism into the slide, into the ejection port.
Yeah, but I got I got a Blackhawk, and it'll only fit the X300 because, like Joe said, it molds around the light and not around the frame. So it's designed to hold the light. So it really doesn't matter what weapon system you use; it has to have that light, or it's not going to work.
No.
So it really depends. It's
super crap design. If you take the light off, you can't use that holster with that gun.
No, agreed, and we hate that. And that's why sometimes when we do these light reviews, we show it because we're usually surprised, like, oh my gosh, this fits with that, and that fits with this, like it's kind of a small group that would work for, but it's interesting we find that out.
But that's a good point. So looking for holsters that attach in the ejection port is probably a good way to go. That way you can use different weapon mounted lights. I know we've ran into that a couple times. I think one of my 1441 gear holsters is molded for an Olight specifically, so nothing else will work with it. But
yeah,
maybe running no flashlight might still work, but no other flashlight's gonna work with that.
But then it still has a little bit of some play, some wiggle in there if you don't have the light on.
Yeah. What video did we do this week?
Oh yeah. Let me see.
I like how Joe's always about business.
No, like when they're Dead Space, I'm like, well, what else could we talk about?
I'm just trying to get.
I know. I said we were going to talk about. Oh, we had Jason's Wilder loadout, and then that Maven rangefinder. So I thought it was pretty cool. I thought it was so stupid. There was somebody like 2 seconds ago who was putting the It was so ridiculous. They like put a comment on Jason's thing like, "You're definitely not law enforcement. There's no way anybody who does duty is going to put their put their handcuffs in that spot. You're not going to do this. I can tell you're not nearly as." I'm just like reading it. I'm like, I didn't even finish. I didn't even finish. I said delete. I was like, nobody cares.
Yeah, that's like I'm going through the comments on the Olight video. I did that Olight video with the thing that I didn't like. I should have gotten that ready. But they were like, I hate the paid videos. All you say in positive thing. Remember that one?
Yeah.
That was funny.
It's like, did
you
watch the video?
Yeah.
I think we've been completely fair to Olight.
Oh yeah, you should have seen well, I didn't like the Olight, right? I didn't like
Yeah.
it, and I say that in the video, and I said I wouldn't buy it. Instead, I'd buy the Odin Mini. I love that light.
Exactly. Yeah.
And I said all that, and then somebody commented like how they hate all the people getting paid to do video, which we don't get paid to do the videos. Getting paid to do video, and went on a rant, and like 5 different people in the comments were like, "How? Tell me you didn't watch the whole video without telling me you didn't watch the whole video," you know, and just stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like, I can't believe.
No, but I mean, if you look back, like Walsh and I did Olight video in the beginning, and we completely made fun of the flashlight. The whole time, the whole thing was making fun, and they loved it.
Yeah, and we're like, what's funny is me and Cody did this joke video, and the whole time we're like, bro, this was cool, but we are never like, this is never gonna happen again. We have 200 subscribers, and this was great. Like, this was fun.
Yeah.
And they're like, we loved it. Like,
and they keep sending us flashlights. So like, that's a relationship that we love. Like, yeah, they send us some crap, and we'll tell them, hey, we don't like it for this reason or that reason. But
always getting it out.
Every once in a while, like the Olight, the Odin Mini, that is a phenomenal weapons light.
Dude, I wouldn't buy anything else from a rifle. I'll be honest with you.
I mean, we've shot it with a shotgun.
Yeah.
So
I wouldn't because of the price point. I wouldn't. Now you make that like $300, and we have something to talk about.
Yeah.
But
so
yeah, this thing. Look at this monstrosity, Cody.
It's really big.
I watched the video.
Like, the biggest thing I will say, and I think you hit the nail on the head when you're watching the video. It's Picatinny on M-Lock rails. You got this 1.5 inch gap. It's already like, I don't want all that, and now I have more.
That's so 2010. Like nobody has a quad rail.
Nobody does that anymore.
Yeah, people are watching right now. They're like putting their quad rails. Like,
they're like kicking it under the bed.
Yeah,
like,
who has these?
Yeah, nobody has those anymore.
Like they're selling those on Wish. If that tells you anything.
I do say, I know I talked talked up that Maven rangefinder a bunch, but like I have to say I hate the high end rangefinder, like that tier. If you're trying to go 800, 900, 1,000 range, you're gonna get ripped off. I'm gonna tell you right now, most of those rangefinders out there just are god awful. There's one I said to Joe, and I'm like, dude, it halfway works. He's like, what do you mean? It's Leopold. It's expensive. He gets it. He's like, dude, this thing sucks. I'm like, that's I told you.
But I use it for a different reason for walls. Like, so it works for what I need it for.
Yeah.
But yeah, I agree. They're not the best.
But that
You can just get
that Maven's still up there. It's a couple of Benjamins.
It's not cheap. That's what I'm saying. You get up there. I mean, but even then, nothing else can really. You have to pay that much to even get anywhere near 1,000 yards, which is kind of annoying too, right? Like, how do you be able to read out to 1,000 without spending more than that and then actually work?
Yeah,
it's just so frustrating. High end rangefinders, that business just makes me angry.
Huh.
All right, I'm probably 30 minutes or 28 minutes behind in the comments.
You better keep going.
Yeah. So Banks is saying, I feel like I break things in wrong. By the way, when I got my pig gloves, I took 2-hour nap with them on. That's a good one.
Yeah,
then smacked them all over the place. I did almost the same with my K19.
Yeah. I don't break in gloves. I just wear them, but I know where.
Yeah. I love the people right now that are already talking about this in Discord. Like, wait. What's wrong with quad rails?
That's a personal thing.
Yeah, right.
Hey,
Wait.
I had a quad rail in Afghanistan, and I switched it out, and I got one of those the Magpul floating handguards, and I love that thing. I still have it on one of my guns.
Yeah. All right, guys. Hey, we're shooting guns with quad rails on them. All right, I'll get my 3-wheeler. Cody, grow out your mullet. Let's go.
Hey, mullets are back. Mullets are back in style too. So
yeah,
maybe the quad rails will come back.
But they should have stayed in the 80s, just like quad rails should have stayed in the early 2000s.
Yeah.
Can we watch Ninja Turtles?
Okay, here's a good question. Alpha Dad is saying Ifac recommendations.
Ooh, Alpha Dad, good call. Hilariously, Not Jason's been talking to me a bunch about his Ifac video. He's going to talk a whole lot. He was like, "Hey man, is this too much information?" I'm like, "I don't think there's too much when it comes to Ifac." Like he's really going to break it down, like how we used to do the ABCs and how it kind of moved into a different whole set, and then what should be in there and what's optional. So he's actually doing that. I'll push forward. He's probably watching or at least listening right now, and he's probably like, "Nah, dude, yeah, I'm working on that." That is in the works, and I'll put a bug in his ear to add a little bit more to that.
Until he comes out with a video and corrects me, I'll say this: it depends on your budget. Bare minimum, you need some type of gauze, some type of wrap, and some type of tourniquet, whichever one that you like. That bare minimum stuff. My recommendation to go on to MyMedic. We're not sponsored by them. They don't give us anything. I've gotten 2 Ifacs from MyMedic. One was from Skinny Medic. The one that he put together, it comes with a Skinny Medic patch and everything. That's my favorite one. I love that one. But yeah.
He's already saying. So not Jason has snuck in and he has control of our comments because not here in the live. So he's saying the Ifac video is going to be probably 30 minutes long. It probably should be.
Okay. Yeah.
I do want to. Yeah. I do need to share this though.
But the key takeaway, Alpha Dad, and I'm sure Jason, not Jason, will address this, but don't put anything in your Ifac that you're not trained to use. There's all kinds of stuff that you can learn in training about Ifacs. Who's this guy?
So just so you know, we have all sorts of viewers on Discord. This is Shadowman. Shadowman. So he's probably like, don't put me on the live. He's showing off his quad rail. He's like, hey, yeah. He's like, hey, F you guys.
Is there even a barrel in that gun? Come on, that's not a functional firearm.
Yeah. It's functional.
But to back up what we're saying, he's got a similar what do you call them? Handguard attachment on that.
To the Olight one.
Yeah.
On that
this,
quad rail.
This Olight one will not fit on that.
No, because it's too long, huh?
Yep. Oh. Because you see where the mag pull stops on his firearm?
Yeah.
If you look at this, on this, the mag pull goes up to right here. This is a good almost 3 inch, 2 inch longer than the mag pull.
Hold on, he's giving us photos in real time. Hold on.
I don't
ain't got no barrel in it
with his toes.
Awesome. He's like, see,
it does have a bang bang end.
I'm more interested in the security camera system we got going on back here. Like,
that's tight.
I'm far more interested in what's happening outside. Like, I want to get updates and see what's going on.
Nothing against the quad rail. That it worked for decades, and we've just kind of moved on. That's all.
Please move on so people stop making Picatinny stuff.
Right? Please. Britney Spears called. She want her quad rail back.
Yeah.
It is funny.
But Alpha Dad, going back to the Ifac real quick, one of the things that we were taught in our training is you have things on your kit to make holes, and you need things to plug holes. So I think pretty much what Joe was saying earlier covers the plug-in holes, but obviously have stuff in there that you know how to use, and just train. That's the most important thing we all can do. Yes.
Yo,
man, I'm gonna put that. You guys are I'm on OnlyFans.
That's amazing. Thanks, Shadow Man. That was fantastic. I'm glad I could.
Yeah.
I'm glad I could make that happen.
No, Alpha Dad says I can't hear anyone. Turn down the crickets.
They're loud. I can hear them now. Like they're pretty loud.
I can't hear them anymore.
So Iron Sight is saying the Faro Concepts Roll 1.
That's interesting. I want to try. It kind of hooks into the back of your plate carrier. It's almost like a burrito kind of. Basically, you can open on the sides and pull everything out, but it hooks in the back of your plate carrier. Think of like a reverse dangler, but in more of like a sleeping bag. Not that big, but that.
Is it tethered though?
Like, what do you mean?
So if it falls out, will it stay with you?
I don't know. I've never played with it. I have never played with the insides.
Is it better than a backpack?
Oh,
Is anything better than a backpack? I don't know. I've
No,
never messed with it.
exactly. There isn't. Don't trick question. There isn't anything better than a backpack.
I almost
Just run a backpack.
Okay, so Harry's saying coyote, depending on where you're from. Tactical and Blue Force gear Ifacs are good. So the only thing I'll add to Harry's comment about Blue Force gear, if you get any of their Ifacs, get it with the kit inside of it. Because I bought just an Ifac and I bought a separate kit and I tried to stuff it in there. No working. I got it in there. I had to take quite a bit of stuff out of it, but I would hate to have to pull it out, and so I've just taken it off my belt because of that reason.
Yeah, if you're looking for just the Ifac itself, I would go with Grim Hunter gear. Do you have your handy, Walsh? Mine's over there.
No, I don't, and it's not loaded.
It's Velcro. It's a 6x6. It works. It does everything that you need, and it's relatively cheap. So Grim Hunter.
I just think how I can take it off. Like I can take the 6x6 off my belt, put it in a bag, and then be like, hey, we're going to the range, or doing something. I could throw it on whatever.
Yep.
And then be ready to rock. Like, okay, it's on my belt. Or like, hey, I don't want to ride in a vehicle with it. Like, dude, quit whining, take it off.
Right.
Like, oh yeah.
Or you want to work on something, you just tear it off your belt and fold it open.
Yeah.
Or I need to throw it. I need to throw it to Walsh and Jimothy down again. And that's the only person that I'd share my Ifac with on the team is Jimothy. You should carry your own. So.
Because he doesn't have the real estate to put a belt on. So.
Right. He has to stay fast.
Yeah.
But that's a good point. And obviously, you could probably go on Discord and people will give you 100 different answers of different Ifac companies. But we have a particular relationship with Grim Hunter. Walsh was talking with those guys. He was like, hey, can you make one of these things? This is how we want it to look like. They made it. They put it on their website. You know, I know.
Yeah. And then Walsh was like, hey, can you add this or can you take this off? And they put the tourniquet straps on it. And now Walsh, the 6x6 folds all the way open, right?
I
don't think mine does.
If we change
Mine's
it to
like
not fold all the way open, or it does, I think it does fold all the way. It didn't fold all the way open before. Now it folds all the way open. Yeah.
Yeah. So we may change it. That's why we say it. We don't get kickbacks from Grim Hunter gear, but Walsh worked with him in order to develop it for what Walsh needed, and it just turns out that what Walsh needed is the same thing that we needed. So
yeah, it's like, oh, that's nice.
Yeah, perfect.
So Ironsight's talking about Raptor Tactical.
I have their 3-in-1 dangler, and it's really nice. So I need to try more of their stuff.
The dude is saying Bear Independent. I don't think I've ever heard of that one.
The dude normally knows about the secret stuff, though. So if there's something secret good, he probably knows about it.
Yeah.
Scott's saying it got awkwardly quiet there for a second. That's
when the crickets come in.
Yeah, it's like, and everyone just like clicks off. Like, it's not weird. Like, it's not weird if you just leave now.
Again, this is an amateur show. We've been doing this for a while now, but we're still amateurs.
Yeah, it's mostly just screwing around.
Well, we're gonna stay amateur. You only go pro if you try.
That's true. So Banks is saying, I'm super excited for the Agilite to drop the M81 K19. I love my multicam black one, but it is not very practical. And M81 is my favorite woodland.
And they seem to always do a drop right after they do their giveaway. So I would look for whenever they do the giveaway, and then like whenever they're gonna finish, like announce the winner, I would bet a couple days later they're gonna actually sell it. So they've done that 3 or 4 times. Like multicam black wasn't even something they offered normally. The dude, some good comments.
Yeah. So Mike's saying that flexing for the gram with cardboard plates.
Yep.
So you laugh, but I have my Shellback Tactical kit. It has the foam plates in it because I bought it for airsoft.
Yeah.
So it's got foam plates in it. I'm not wearing real plates to run
I still remember when there was one of the videos where I'm swapping out. There was a carrier I was working on. I was doing a review for, And some the video looks like it all goes in sequential order, but in reality, sometimes things get recorded before others, or they're in different random orders. But then they get put together in order. And it happened to be that I put the plate in upside down, like just for this one test that the wife did. So when she spun around, the plate is actually bowed outward. And I look at the video, I'm like, ugh.
I can't ask her to do this again.
Like, yeah, exactly. I'm like, she's not going to do it again. Like, she's not going to be able. Why is Cody bring up the good spam?
I was trying to block it. It won't let me do it.
Oh, I think because it already was. Probably one of the moderators probably already got it. So yeah, then like every comment afterwards, like, is your plates in backwards? I'm like, guys, it is. Just move on.
Yeah,
it is. 100% is in. Yeah, I noticed it too. Like, it's
good call.
Just is what it is.
Yeah.
I like that. So Banks is saying, "Dang, you know you're relevant when bots jump in the chat."
Yeah, we're legit. Then we've had bots for a little bit.
Yeah, we've had that's because a couple people have been making all the fake accounts to get up to 1 million subscribers.
Just trying to get their previous 14s.
Yeah. Well, there's a couple.
Oh, Harry, I love that's a shirt.
I love me some Meal Team 6.
Meal Team 6.
How awesome would it be if we had Meal Team 6, but they're all just a bunch of fat, overweight, like skeleton guys. Like,
oh, I love it.
Like skeleton with beard, but then they're like big and overweight.
I love it. I like that a lot.
Oh, we could do this.
Cody, don't read them out loud.
Yeah, you gotta read them. You gotta read them as you read them, Cody, or else there's like this weird pause time.
Man, y'all are asking way too much of me right now. So Banks is saying, "Hey Caleb, chat boss boys, where's a link to the Discord?" I'm
pretty sure I linked it already because we're a little bit behind, but he put a link in the chat for that.
Okay. J Dub said, "I killed a full assorted cheesecake in 2 days."
Dang, dude, that's impressive. I love me some cheesecake, and there's no way I could even go close to that.
We gotta do. I'm gonna start thinking about this Meal Team 6 idea right now. Maybe flesh this out.
I like that.
Like, what if we just I'm just gonna tell artists, like, I want 4 overweight wizards.
Yeah.
With guns
and they got a cheesecake crumb stuck in their beard.
I'm about to message him right now. Like,
is Jimothy gonna be like rolled over on a back with a big old belly, like he can't roll back over?
So Lucas is saying the show's pretty good. Glad I stopped by your place, Sarge.
Oh, that's funny. I'm taking some notes right now.
Banks saying, no, I put the pig gloves in the Elagilite. Why? I don't know. I also slept for like 8 hours in the K19 to prove how comfy it is.
Man, y'all laugh about it. Sometimes I have to test these battle belts out, and like I got all right, I got to feel if these are actually like good to go. I'll fall asleep in them and be like, this belt wasn't that good. Like, wait a minute, I still have it on. Like, all right, I gotta get some bonus points because I just woke up and I have it on.
1911 Drew, why is that wizard walking an alligator? Joe, 9/15/2022, thin line defense. Is that an inside joke?
Joe loves 1911 Drew. They're like, it's Joe's guy.
Yeah. 9/15.
Jealous. Harry pulled the trigger on an MPX-K. Any suggestions for an optic?
So it really comes down to two things. Are you going to do night vision with it? Because then you got to spend a ton of money. And if you're not,
Here we go with night vision.
You don't need anything special.
I'm talking Sig, Romeo.
5.
It's a simple Sig Romeo 5 is just it will get the job done. If you want a holographic, you want something else. All the other optics as you go up in price are to meet a niche mission set. Niche. Yep. So if you just a home defense gun, put a Romeo 5 on it.
Call it good.
You don't need an Aimpoint T2 if you're not doing night vision. You don't need an EOTech. I mean, I wouldn't.
If you're only going to be out in the fields with it, then put an LPVO or a 3x9.
How long is
mission
the K?
dictates gear?
I don't know. How long is the MPX-K? We're so far behind.
I don't know either.
I don't think any of the MPXs are meant to reach out though. So
Oh no, it's a 4.5 inch. You're not even putting an LP
Romeo
on.
5, be done with it.
Yeah, or any.
You can't put it on it because then you're gonna bust your magical score that coming out 1 December supposedly.
yeah.
Unless it already is an SBR, then I'm a little jealous.
I think it's a pistol, but pistol phrase.
Wait, what? Yeah.
So another one you could do is the AMS. That would be another good option. Not super expensive. I have one of those sitting here, but you can. They're actually pretty small, pretty lightweight. A little bit more pricey.
Macintosh monitor.
Yeah, it has that Macintosh monitor. I don't know if you need something like this. You could just do something simpler, like the 403, 503. You don't need a 503. You can go easy, simple. You don't need anything besides a dot. I mean, at that size, you don't need anything special. You don't.
Just buy a Sig Romeo 5. And then after that, when you're like, oh, I should have got something else, go waste your money, get it, and be like, how is this better than the Sig Romeo 5? And be mad at yourself for every optic that you buy after that. Not speaking from experience or anything.
I mean, I have an
Just go to
offset Sig Romeo 5.
Just go to PSA on the Epic deals, look for the Romeo 5, and it'll probably come with 10 PMags, and just get that.
Yep. For $200.
Man, it's just kind of funny. It's one of those things that's like, you just got like an old crappy truck. That's what it reminds me of. Like, hey, I need a truck. Like, man, you don't need no fancy dancy, nothing. You need a truck that works. That's what the Romeo 5 is. Like, listen, you're not going to get girls on Instagram with it. But
what does it have? It has a long battery life. It has good clear glass. It has shake to wake, and it's tough as nails. What else do you need in a red dot? Seriously.
How old is the channel? I've never even changed this battery.
Yeah, I've never changed any of mine. I have 3 of them.
Never. Like,
I have 3 of them, and I have other ones that are more expensive. I have some that are double, and I'm like, this doesn't even have shake to wake. Like, every red dot that I bought after the Sig Romeo 5 has pissed me off. I'm not lying. It's pissed me off. Either it pissed me off because it lacks features, or it's more expensive, and it's the same thing.
And that's what you run into. It'd be super similar. Like, I paid 3 times as much for the same thing. Now, if you get in, like, and Harry, you may need to tell me if you're going to do anything with night vision and stuff, or any of those specialized missions, then that answer kind of changes, because you need specialized gear to do that appropriately.
Right.
But I'm a joke. If you just need a dot, just get a dot.
Yeah.
So Croak is saying basically what I was thinking earlier, but the Safari X300 and TLR holsters totally work with the Boulder and the full-size Valkyrie. I agree. So Safari Land system is what we were talking about, where it kind of latches to where your ejection port area is on your slide.
So yeah, there's a lot.
And it has like a tubular area where your weapons light goes in. So a lot of weapons.
It's not molded for anything. Just a big gaping hole.
Right. As long as it's not too big for the hole, it'll work.
Just a gaping hole.
Mm-hmm. That's how the alien gear is too.
So Harry was saying ultimate goal is to go with an 8-inch handguard and a recessed can.
Yeah.
Nice.
My answer doesn't change. Sig Romeo 5.
Yep. Banks is saying, hey Walsh, I know you have an in on the Agilite team. How about tips on the range bag I saw at SHOT Show? I'm waiting for it.
Talking about the one with the X and O bag, the one with like the tourniquet and the bandage and stuff on it. Not out yet. I haven't heard anything nor seen anything yet. I saw them teasing a battle belt. People weren't noticing that. I think they're teasing a belt and some attachments. So when we're at SHOT Show, they had the pincer placard, and they had some things that attached on the front, and then they had the bag. I think they're probably going to run it in that order. I'm just guessing though. Don't quote me on that, because they haven't even seen those accessories that go on the pincer placard. But that bag, I haven't heard. Hit me up, and I'll see if I can bug them and see if I can find out.
They do know that was almost 10 months ago, right?
Listen, this is a lot of that stuff from SHOT Show. We just started seeing recently. Holosun's got their stuff out pretty fast, but some of the other stuff, when we were showing a SHOT Show, like just now came out, which is kind of weird. But I didn't know that the time really took that long.
Yeah.
Iron sights have all said duty. So Scott's bringing up something I don't think we've talked much about before, but he's saying talk about fixed front post. I have one in my cart currently. I don't know why I want one.
Man, I'm gonna probably make Joe and Cody mad here. I think they're quad rails. I'm gonna put them in the same bucket as quad rails, and I say that because even the Romeo 5, we're talking with so much battery life. We have etched glass and some of the new prisms, LPVOs, all that stuff. I think backup irons have kind of taken a back seat.
You're not going to make me mad because I agree. A fixed front sight post, a thing of the past, unless you're trying to connect the bayonet to your firearm. If you want a bayonet on it, there ain't no other way of doing it. So go right ahead and fix front A post your butt off.
They're gonna be like, F this chat, like like quad rails. They're like a fixed front. What are these guys doing?
Hey,
seriously, here's my thing. In order to have a fixed front sight post, you can't have a full floating rail, right?
Ooh,
and with today guns and the way that they're developed and how cheap it is to get a very accurate firearm, I'm not going to purposely make it less accurate. And anytime you start bolting stuff to your barrel, it's less accurate. It's just science. It's a fact. You put a bipod on it, so now your bipod and pushing up on your barrel. There's a lot in it, but I wouldn't build an AR that wasn't a full floating handguard. I wouldn't do it. I would just spend the $100, or you could get them on sale, but $100 MSRP for the M-Bus flip ups and call it good.
And I'll say this though, and because he says that later, he says it's funny because I don't have irons on any of my rifles. We'll see it later. All my M-Buses, they're right here on the table. Like even those came off. Like eventually,
send them to me. I need those.
Oh, remember that.
Cool. But here's the thing. I think that little tiny snub note from PSA that they sell every once in a while for $500 is like a little tiny thing with a little handguard, and it had the A-frame front sight post. I think it even had charging or a carrying handle on it. I think it looks super cool. So if it just for looks, buy what you like. I mean, that's why I love 1911s.
No,
because I love the way they look.
Good though, but like you hit the nail on the head though. You're gonna spend more money for a less accurate gun, right? Because you can get a 1 MOA, half MOA barrel nowadays, three-quarter MOA for $250. You know what I mean? And so now it's like, am I really gonna make it a 3 MOA rifle because I want it to look like that?
Yeah, if you don't want to buy it the looks, then go for it. Sorry, Cody, go ahead.
Yeah. No, there is a niche out there for making like an old Vietnam era M16.
Yeah. No, that's a replica, and like that's different. Like, hey, I'm making a replica gun. Like, oh, okay, well, hey, dude, you're missing a fixed front sight post. How are you gonna do that? Hey, you need the crappy handguard that we all hate.
Yeah.
Like,
if you want an A2, go get an A2.
Yeah, I would rather run that over with a bus, but it's fine.
Yeah, but to back all that up, as a gas block, they work fine. It's all on if you want an extra little dealy hanging off of there, something else to catch on your butt when you're running through a creek or something. It's happened. Personal.
Now, if you get, I should back up a little bit. They did eventually make some handguards that like had a notch out for the front sight post. They're normally quad rails, so I'd never buy them. But it has a notch out for the front sight post. So you can run a full floating handguard with the front sight post. So I should back up a little bit, but that's completely off from the look that I think that you're asking about.
But I'll still say I think those, once you attach those, I think that really does start to mess with the harmonics of the rifle itself, the barrel. When things heat up, when things cool down, I wouldn't like getting into the super technical side of it. I wouldn't want to mess with that.
And I wouldn't pay more money for that. And now that we've progressed further, it's actually it costs more to buy that stuff than it does to buy like normal.
We do have a super chat. I don't want to do it just yet.
I'm going to drink for it anyway.
I want to bring it up first. There. Hold on. There is a super chat. It says, hold on, Cody, I'm going to skip your comment. Stay where you're at when your comments. I'm going to skip ahead. It says, eat crow, Joe. Look at Discord. And then we got this gem.
I will definitely eat crow for that. That's amazing. That's amazing.
Is that
I
a
think
left
you used,
tape?
yeah, I think you used 2 forms of retention. Electrical tape and a rubber band? If not, then I'm not eating crow, but put a rubber band on it and I'll eat crow all night long.
I think it's double.
But look at his red dot.
Yeah, I think it's no, that's not a Romeo 5. It's got that other cover, that bikini cover. I forget what that is.
I have a bikini cover on mine.
Do you?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a cool, like, weird, sharp, angled shape on the Romeo 5.
Yeah. Huh.
That's
Yeah, let's know
man,
which one that is. Let me know.
Screen tiny. Go back down. Zoom in.
Oh, it's a 503G.
Oh,
It's in the description. Oh, no.
You might as well just stab that with your makeshift bayonet.
No, sorry. No, sorry. It was the wrong person. I get it all confused. I'm trying to read and do everything else. So, okay. Sorry, Cody, go ahead.
No, I'm so far behind. It's ridiculous. Because, like,
That's
they're
hilarious,
still talking about.
dude. That's hilarious.
They're still
I think
talking
you
about
win. Sorry, Cody.
Shadow Man is like, he's killing it tonight. I like
Yeah, Shadow Man wins the night.
Yeah, if
I don't know what you win, but you win the night.
Listen, if you have photos, if you have ridiculous photos, I'm probably going to put you on the live. Like, oh, I love it.
Again, you could take everything we say with a grain of salt because again, we are just regular dudes with opinions, and they're like buttholes; they all stink.
And we kind of operate in a echo chamber too. Like we all kind of like the same things too. So.
Yeah, because the reason why we even started this whole live chat YouTube thing is because we used to do this in a group chat every day, all day. Like somebody'd be like, "Hey, I want one of these things," and we would just make fun of it. Oh, he's got a rubber band on. There you go.
Like I'm actually like every time I do this, I'm really just looking at the security screens. Like
now, I will say, if you're into the quad rails, they're probably relatively cheap nowadays, right?
No, the guys are still like $1 billion.
Yeah. They're going up in price, Cody, because now they're nostalgic.
It's going to be one of those things like you're building a Vietnam era.
Yep.
M16.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, you could still find some cheaper ones.
Oh, Harry asks, am I a bad person for like? Yeah, you're a bad person for liking them. No, we're just kidding. And it really comes out. We just sharing what we like. You guys can like what you want. It's just a lot of extra added weight, not a lot of extra.
Yeah, let me back up and say once again, if you like the looks of it, then go for it. Go with it. Who cares? It's not function at that time, right? I go, what is it? Form over function or function over form. So I go function over form all the time. I will go the function of it over the looks of it almost every time. But like a 1911, sexiest handgun in the world. You can never convince me otherwise. And even if the 1911 wasn't as awesome as it is, and even though it's 120 years old, I'm still going to buy that gun. I don't care what anybody says. So go for it.
Yeah. So I mean, Harry agrees. He's like Banks was saying, is he a bad person for liking quad rails? Harry backs him up and says, no, he likes them too, and he's a good person. He's a great person.
Harry does bring up a question later on. I don't know if we're too far ahead, but he was asking, how would you zero an etched glass optic when the battery is dead? And that hurts my brain. I'm gonna steal this for a second, Cody. This comment hurts my brain a little bit. How would you zero etched glass optic when battery's dead? So when you have etched glass, it's black. It'll be black on the glass all the time, kind of like what you see on a scope. And then if you illuminate, then part of it will illuminate. Sometimes the center dot, sometimes a different portion of it. So that's what's cool about etched glass is even if you don't have any battery or anything, you still have a functional reticle. The illumination can just help. So a lot of times,
to explain that, it's exactly the same way as a scope. Scopes are etched glass also. So it's zero the exact same way as a scope. It actually moves the glass. But if you've ever seen an illuminated scope, that's exactly what it is. Only they're doing that into red dots now, not just scopes.
Yeah. So if you look through, it'll be etched like a red dot.
Yeah, and then you turn it on and where etched lights up.
Yeah.
Just like an illuminated scope.
Mm-hmm.
But you
That's
zero
right.
it the same way you'd zero a scope. That's
Yeah.
how you do it.
And that's how the primary arms 1X Prism is. It has the etch reticle. So if you had no battery or full battery, you're still gonna have a reticle, which is that's where things start to change a lot. You're like, well, I need a backup. Like, no, you don't technically.
Yeah, which is awesome. And then some people argue, well, what if your glass breaks? Well, if your glass breaks, you ain't looking through iron sights anyway, unless you take it off.
Yeah, a lot of bad things have happened at that point.
Yeah. Just transition to your alternate firearm. That's what I'm there for. Oh, you didn't bring one? Well, you're out of luck.
All right, Cody, go ahead.
So J-Dub is saying first batch of CMMG Descent have been made. I think he's second. He thinks he's second or third batch.
I'm trying to pull it up right now.
I don't even know what it is.
It looks. Well, hold on. We're gonna.
It's probably going to be expensive.
Well, probably it's probably something new and like do you need this thing?
Yeah.
Is it an AR-10? No. Side charge? I can't tell what this says. Side charging?
My screen this big.
Piston driven? I don't know. Fill me in more about it.
It's got to be piston driven. Doesn't have a buffer tube.
Yeah, I don't know, but it has to be. Yeah, sorry, it's a stupid thing to say. I was just kind of filling in
cool.
space.
I like it though.
Yeah, I mean they've done some good stuff.
Yeah, I'd buy that over the Scorpion.
Yeah, I like this little thing.
And definitely over the MP5. I'm not a fan of the MP5.
So all these
kill me in the comments.
All these are done in 300 blackout. That's my only. I don't know. I like 300 blackout. I don't know. I guess I'm over it. Oh, there's a 5.7
mission dictates gear. Like, I could definitely see myself if I hunt a protective service detail wanting this.
Oh, here you go, Joe. It's not horrible.
How much is it?
2,000.
Oh my gosh, no! I'm past.
You're like, no.
Hard pass.
I mean, if that's for a 5.7, 6.5 inch. I mean, piston drip.
Hard pass. Hard pass.
But J-Dub will be definitely looking forward to seeing what you think about that. Take some video and throw it.
We'll gladly watch your review and we'll comment on it as we watch it.
And if you want a durability test, send it out. We'll throw it on the dirt for you.
We'll run it over with Joe. Run it over with the truck for you.
We'll drag it behind the truck.
Don't do that.
Hey, bro, good news. It passed.
It passed. It's still functional-ish.
No, I'm interested though. I'm interested.
Yeah, I mean it's cool. I just don't have that money for it.
Well, like the Scorpion, I say it's not out of price because like the Scorpions are what, 1,700?
No, Scorpion are 1,000.
Sorry, not Scorpions. CMMG Banshees. Sorry. Banshees are
but I can build a Banshee for under 1,000. So
yeah, I think that's where we come in, where we're like, it's not really worth it because if you can just do this number, you could. Oh, look, I assembled it.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I knocked in a pin. I just saved $800.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know.
But congratulations on your buy. That looks like a really cool gun.
So Scott's saying F him. I'm not gonna say F. F him. My favorite rifle is my LWRCI, but it has a proprietary rail. I get nothing for accessories on that one. I don't know what that is. Are you familiar with that?
No, I think I'm pulling up right now. I think I got it. Hold on. There's a lot of good. I like all these good interactions today.
LWRC. I know what an LWRC is.
Look at that. Hey, go back. Nice. Look at that hand. How you gonna put anything on that?
Yeah, you got to put
100% proprietary.
Yeah, you got to put another adapter.
Yeah,
you got to adapt to an adapter.
Cleaning.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm excited about that. Oh wait, look at. I think that's M-Lock. Yeah, that looks like M-Lock. Yeah, you got to be careful.
But again, this is just us. Like, and the only reason why we're saying that is because we like something else. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like some people.
This is like two people arguing over an iPhone or a Samsung or Android.
Yeah, 100%. And like if you got the one you liked, we'd be like, sweet man, you got the one you like. That's awesome. Yeah. That's what you should get.
Well, the Apple works for you, and the Android works for me.
Well, the one thing I will. Go ahead, Cody.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say bad levers. Don't stop using those.
Yeah.
We were all about it until me and Cody went. Like we built a gun. I was like all about, look at these bad levers, and like, cool, we're gonna try them out. It was like stupid problem after stupid problem. Like, get all that crap off there, and so we actually troubleshoot the firearm because it wasn't working right. And it was like, hey, dude, everything works fine. Like, sell all that nonsense. We haven't touched a bad lever since then. Remember that one build we took everything off? We didn't.
Yep.
That's why I'm glad I was forced via the military to learn how to use a right-handed rifle left-handed.
I don't even go so far as to say I think using a right-handed rifle left-handed is easier than using it right-handed. Like with some I gotta show you with some of the strike ambi controls that I use. I think it's easier. Like how I can control everything as a lefty with one finger, magazine release, bolt catch.
Yeah, the only thing in ejecting into your face.
Super frustrating. Yeah. It's not so much my face that's the problem. If you get a perfect ejection pattern, it can actually eject directly into the crook of my elbow. And then I come home with all these little hickey kisses on my elbow, like these little half moon burn marks. And my wife's like, "Ooh, your little girlfriend at the range today got you."
Well, that's what that little nub is for. It's supposed to bounce forward a little bit. But remember, oh, look at that kitty. I got that super nice billet receiver set. Remember that? And it doesn't have that little ejection nub.
Yeah.
Me and you both.
So that one does give me hickeys.
I remember me and you shot at the range. You're like, be careful, the brass is gonna come right back at you. I'm like, oh, okay. And it was like literally like,
yeah.
Like, yeah, it doesn't have any brass deflector, so it doesn't go. It just goes straight at your face. Like, I'm good, man. Let's shoot something else.
You could probably buy one of them. They probably make them. That's a brass deflector that goes onto your Picatinny rail above it.
Oh,
and bolts on.
I look for stuff like that. So they have attachments where you could put like a basket.
To catch your brass. Yeah.
But
I'm
it's
totally
not a big
buying
deal.
it. Cody would be so.
It doesn't hit me.
Get a basket for his gun.
Yeah.
If you're reloading, dude, it saves you from picking up all your brass.
Yeah, 100%.
Dude, these comments are the greatest. I'm so like we're not even close.
Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. If you're OG or you've been coming here long enough, you know we don't get to all the comments. It's just,
and you know that all three of us have ADD.
Yeah, we're just
and not Jason isn't here, so you knew how this was going to go the minute you started.
Yeah,
Jason just reads them. I try to keep them relevant, which is not a good idea. Yeah. So Harry's saying he heard that the feet pics on Discord are being flagged for inappropriate content.
Cody's not going to be able to.
I agree with that. That's the first Trump on First Amendment rights that I agree with.
So he's saying Harry's saying reverse dangler is like a Cleveland steamer. Another YouTuber said fanny packs are easier to run in more positions than a backpack. So we call them bum bags here because we're masculine.
Oh,
we think that sounds more masculine.
Yeah. I'll hold my comments on this one.
Oh,
what?
Oh, sorry,
what?
My mistake. These guys are
a backpack compared to a bum bag.
I think
one will hold a fruit roll-up, another will hold 72 hours worth of stuff.
I wanted to go back. These guys let me know I missed one, and Jason's like, I'm not surprised. Walsh isn't paying attention. There was another super chat from Shadowman when he was showing us his rifle setup, the one I said that had the weird bikini. That's the Vortex Spark AR. I'm going to tell you that right now. I absolutely hate that red dot. That's probably my least favorite red dot of all of them. And I'm half tempted to just send you something else.
I feel so bad for you.
Yeah,
that's
you paid $2. Now I feel even worse. Like you paid $2 to tell me about an optic that I hate. Like
that is some hate. You should send him a Romeo 5.
I should. Give me that one, and I'll put it in my garbage disposal.
Send it to me. I'll send it through the red dot gauntlet.
I have a spark. It's sitting on the Beowulf.
That's the AA battery one, right?
Yeah. I don't love that one.
So now they're talking about Alabama hot pockets. I think this is getting a little PG-13.
Like, I don't know. Like, what did we get?
Is that your prison wallet? What are we talking about?
Get
Right
to when people are getting mad about quad rails again. I'm sure it's still going on. Like, wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
I'm having a hard time keeping up. So Jimothy also doesn't have opposable.
Dude, that was
thumbs, so
way long ago. Dude, that was talking about Jimothy wearing stuff on his back.
Yeah,
like,
sorry guys.
It's so far. Okay, yeah, no, don't do that one. That's not appropriate.
Sure it is.
For the record, listen.
What does it say?
Okay, so
Harry's gonna get banned again. He almost made it. He almost made it.
What happened?
Harry
So Prepper Book Club is saying medical gear outfitters and Refuge Medical have supplies and Ifac. That's probably a good reference. Where do we get those kits from, Walsh? That last time you probably have bought some since, but
no. I was the same ones. The ones we got. Those are from North American Rescue. Those are the Circ Gen 2s, the Ifac Circ Gen 2s. They're basically like a refill kit. They come with everything. They're like $70. Two tourniquets, quick clot, gauze. It's everything you think of, and it's like $70. You're like, wait a minute, it's almost $60 just for the two tourniquets. And it's like, yeah. You get, so it's $70 and you get everything. So it's a deal, and half of you can find them. People put them like expired on eBay all the time, but there's only one item in there that expires, which is the quick clot. So you basically get the whole thing for almost nothing because it's an expired kit, but that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Like,
and when it's life and death, no, don't use that on me. It expired 2 months ago.
Well, so and Jason, I don't want to steal a thunder, but he was actually sharing some. He's got some cool stuff. He's gonna share in his Ifac about the difference between whether or not you need quick clot or whether or not you can just use gauze. So he's gonna go over all that.
Well, combat gauze is the best of both worlds. So quick clot is actually a powder, and the military went away from that because it was getting in bloodstream and causing issues, right? So then they put quick clot into a gauze called combat gauze. So then it can't get out of the gauze, and it works amazingly.
I would watch Jason's video.
I've just watched the only way I say it works amazingly. They purposely cut pigs, and they shove that in there, and I'm like, holy cow, that actually stopped the bleeding.
Yeah, Jason,
major arteries.
Jason, he's putting stuff in his Discord. I'm gonna delete this message. I'm gonna put him in.
So Scott was saying,
put him in timeout.
This is the only live chat I watch. I'm still not even sure why. Yeah.
Well, Scott was the one who came. He's the one who came that one random time. Was like, what the hell? As I come into, it was like me and two dudes with a mask. He's like, what is this nonsense? Like, oh, Scott's gone. Like, he's gone.
Yeah, he's gone. He won't
I'm
last.
pretty sure 90% of our subscribers have done that same thing. Like,
yeah,
like,
what is these idiots doing? And now he comes every week, like, oh yeah, I go hang out with those morons every Thursday.
I don't know why, but I'm here.
So
we are happy to have you.
We're a family together.
So Seth is saying Agilite's giveaway is live.
So. Shoot, I gotta go. I'm out. Go over there.
They're still talking about that Dirty Sanchez is in Alabama Hot Pockets.
They're trying to get
that's
you
a new. Now, Prepper, you gonna have me googling stuff later because I don't know what a Tucson top off is.
I probably wouldn't recommend Google. So they'll get you. They'll get you to say some stuff online. They'll trick you into saying it. They've done it to me before. Like these turds that purposely.
YouTube already knows. They already know. Like, oh, this channel's on again. Banks is saying, I have a buddy I've known since very early, Cub Scouts, who plays competitive airsoft. He was doing a gear upgrade, and I recommended the K19. It was too comfy for him, so I bought it for
costly. Too costly.
It's too costly. Sorry. That's awesome.
That's really cool, man. That's super awesome of you.
So you bought it for him, and how that story ended?
Yeah, he bought it for him. Yeah.
Oh, that's nice of you.
That's really cool.
I said comfy because.
Hey, do you need more friends?
Hey, I know somebody that just got into airsoft.
Yeah, Jody's came.
Yeah, I don't have any gear. I could use K19.
If you would do me a favor, Banks Bucks, I would love to share your story with the Agilite guys. if you could hit me up either on the Discord or Instagram or our Gmail, whatever. Kind of tell me your story. I'd love to just share it with them. Let the A-Jac guys know. I'm sure they love to hear it. They're super nice. They're
send a pic. Put a pic in the email or whatever, and
being
sure
all tactical in the airsoft.
Yeah. Show me, and then you can tell them like, dude, the Thin Line Defense guys shared your story with the actual Agilite team. I would love to do that. So get it over to me. I'll make it happen. No, I'll send you.
And it also kind of gives us some clout because they will understand that, again, we're not only reaching out to like a military community, that our tentacles are getting out there further. So I think that'll help.
But I do think that there should be a rule in airsoft that if you have kit on, you have to have real plates.
I'm with you. You shouldn't. Don't show up the airsoft.
You should not get to put foam in your
I'm with you.
Dude, Ifac and all those other Red Fox, all of them, they all have those foam plates.
Yeah, I'm not saying they don't sell them. I'm saying that if you wear kit to an airsoft, it should have level 4 plates in it.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Or just go all Leroy and just show up with no shirt on.
It's just fun, kind of like this channel. Like people don't. It's kind of started as like me and Cody are gonna do airsoft, and then we do what we do, and we bought everything to do with airsoft, and then never went. We still need to go. I'm still in, and then it turned into a gear review channel because, like, dude, we have so much gear. We probably should show people what sucks.
Yep.
I have a brand new airsoft sniper rifle that I've shot once. I shot it once. No. Ashley was in the backyard riding horses, and I shot it at the swing set, and it went through the swing set and into the woods and scared the horses, and I got yelled at.
Now you can't. Now you're not allowed to touch it again, are you?
Yeah.
Well,
now Cody and airsoft time out.
Not while I'm riding horses. Croak said, "Hit that like button while you're kicking back and watching." I appreciate that, Croak.
Yeah, I don't even know how long
thanks,
ago
buddy.
that was.
No, but it's still relevant, so he gets it read.
Not
Jason said, "Can I like my own videos?" You can.
Yeah, you can. We do that.
No.
We do that. So a little bit funny story. I was on Reddit, and usually when I go on Reddit, I usually have to be like a complete a-hole. Like anybody who follows me on Reddit and watches what I type, usually you got to be a complete jerk on there. That's just Reddit etiquette. That's the way you do things. And so one guy posts something, I kind of just like straight up dog him, and then he's like, "Oh, hey, what's up, Thin Line Defense guys? Love the channel." And I was like, "Oh, actually, it's a pretty good post. It's pretty good post." Hey, what's up? Like, no, it's weird. I was just being a jerk for no reason.
So here under profile, change my name. Got it. All right, we're back at it.
Yeah.
1911 Drew was mentioned Dark Angel Medical as a good Ifac.
I really the crickets make the pauses so awkward.
Now let's
make them awesome.
It's just learning the pacing.
So
like
awesome.
Cody kind of like looks like what we do is like kind of dies down. Then Cody looks for the next comment. What Jason will do, he'll already have the next comment loaded, and it's totally fine, but it makes it way more fun. You sit there like,
yeah. It's hard because I also want to be engaged in answering questions too. So then I'll start talking, and I'm like, oh yeah, I gotta look for comments.
Oh yeah, I have a job to do too.
Oh wait, I'm in charge of this. I forgot. I'm running things today.
That's pretty much the story of our lives.
Yeah. But I really do hope, and I think I know not Jason's listening. I really do hope he takes the Ifac side and really runs with it. Like, hey, these kits are good. Hey, these are bad.
Jason's the best person out of all four of us to do it.
Yeah, and he was even telling me, he's like, "Hey man, I don't want to sound like I'm talking like I know I'm talking about Ifacs too much, or I'm talking about medical too much." I'm like, dude, you're medically trained. I'm medically trained to some.
And he's the most analytical mind out of all of us.
Yeah, like here's the 10 steps of why I would do.
He's the weirdo. If we built puzzle, he's the weirdo that would build it upside down.
Yeah, maybe
he would. No, I guarantee it. Out of the four of us, he most likely.
I wouldn't do that.
No,
just to make it more difficult.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right, let's do a couple more.
So Redwood Reaver saying TLD getting big enough for spam bops. Achievement unlocked.
Dude, That had to be a while ago.
Yeah. But that means that we're at level, the
So
channel
what
at
are you,
level 30 wizard.
what are you cutting?
The string on
It's
Jimothy.
gonna hurt Jimothy.
No, I'm not going to hurt him. Obviously, the string is really tough. That's like
Cody,
fishing line.
Are you hunting for comments now? You're like, I'm just gonna get down to.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah.
Like, may as
I
well.
think we did. Scott said, "Fine."
Dude, you
remove
wait.
two cards.
No, you're going the wrong. We got to scroll down.
I am going down.
I'm gonna put this one.
That's just how far behind we are.
Scott says, is it because it's a parallel battery, the spark air? I don't remember what else it was. I think it doesn't have shake to wake. You have to turn it on and off. There's just like a whole bunch of stuff that was just like, I hate this. Compared to the Romeo 5, I was like, I paid more for the spark. It's got, just like what Joe said, I paid more for it than the Romeo 5. It's got worse features, and then I was stuck with it. I think Jason made me buy it, and I'm still mad at him about it. But, I like the dude. The dude says, you can send me some of those EOTech hand-me-downs since you dislike them so much. I don't dislike them. I'm learning to like them. I'm kind of surprised.
I'll take a magnifier.
Those magnifiers, some of those are pretty good. They're pretty good. So we're going to show all that too. Cody, where are you at with comments? Am I taking over? Oh, no, there you go.
I'm getting way down. I'm just running through.
You better not, Walls.
So
this isn't your job.
Okay. Hands off. I'm back at Discord.
So Jason's saying he has a 11-hour travel day, so he's downloading Band of Brothers. That'll do it. That'll do it.
I still haven't seen that show.
What?
Mm-mm.
That's a good one.
I know, everybody says, but I can't get through the first episode, and I'm not willing to skip it. One day, I'll watch it, and I'll probably be like, why did it take me so long to watch this? But
so Banks is saying, if you love the 1911 but want a better handgun, just get the MK19. Just don't worry about the price point. You can spend $2,000 on a handgun. Don't worry.
I just ordered the what? Prodigy.
Did you?
Oh, you did.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, dude. They have the frontline discount.
Yeah.
Do you know that gun store up in Castle Rock, Cody?
Yeah.
It was $1,260 before taxes.
What's the weight on it right now? Anything?
I don't know. They don't know. Especially going through that program, it's probably going to be even longer. But that's how I got my Hellcat when nobody else could get it. So I had to wait a month for my Hellcat, or a month and a half.
Cody, of all the comments, you picked this one.
No, it was completely irrelevant to what we were talking about earlier, and it would have been a way funnier comment if we would have caught it an hour ago. It says, "What?" This is from Redwood. He says, "What do left-handed shooters and porn stars have in common? They both take hot loads to the face." Which is hilarious.
Would have been great.
That's the sucky part about. Like, this is a full-time job running the comments.
Yeah.
Sure.
No kidding. Oh, also, so what's happening in Discord too, Joe, this is for you. Shadowman said to send him one of those Romeo 5s. And I go, I'll trade you for your doo-doo Spark AR so Joe can smash it. And he's like, deal.
Yes.
He goes, I'll send him even I'll send him a hammer.
Hey.
I'll try, like, that's going to happen.
Yeah.
That'll make a cool reel on Instagram.
Yeah, I want to see if he'll survive the gauntlet like the cheap $100 red dots did.
I just don't love that Spark at all.
So Caxel, if I'm saying that right, doesn't Stag make a left-handed side ejection upper receiver? They do. They make whole rifles. So I have a rebrand Stag, if that makes sense. So what, 2-3 years ago they rebranded, right? How long ago was that?
I don't know. I don't follow Stag.
Quick pause from Discord. Caxel was our grand prize winner for our 20,000 subscriber giveaway.
Which grand prize? The grand prize or the second grand prize?
The main one, the defense mechanisms belt. And
dang!
Yeah, so
lucky.
Prize.
Congratulations.
Yeah,
That's
so
awesome.
congrats. Thanks for supporting us.
Yeah. So yes, they do make left-handed stuff, and just so you know, it's doo-doo magoo. Now I don't know about the new stuff.
It's just as trash as everything else.
Yeah, so anything that's wrong, and I'm left-handed, so anything that they have to reverse engineer to work for left-handed people never works properly. Nothing. Scissors, notebooks, all of it. Just all doo-doo. So take that for what it's worth.
Totally. I'm with Cody. The first gun I ever built was a left-handed gun, and that was the stupidest thing I possibly could have done. I had to like polish the feed ramps because those didn't work right. I had to change the buffer weights because I'll eat the heck out of that.
And it's all more expensive. Just because it's left-handed, it's more expensive.
Yeah.
Never. I shoot right-handed.
Well, she shouldn't build like this. You should build the regular way. No, that's what I want. But I will say some of your arguments have made me eat crew, like the Aero Precision parts.
That one build, we made so many builds based off that same one. They're just like
I had to eat all the crew.
It was like a $700 one MOA rifle. Like, why are you building anything else? Like, for serious, like, what are you trying to get, man? Yeah.
So Scott's saying his wife laughs at him for watching us, but secretly she loves it because I leave her alone for a couple hours. We get that a lot.
Idiots. Like, yeah, they're my idiots.
I can't imagine some wives like walking through the room and like, what is going on? What are you watching?
Is that dude wearing a mask and petting an alligator?
Yeah.
Like, is that guy wearing a plate?
That's Joe, and the alligator's name is Jimothy, babe.
Yeah, he has a name. He's not just an alligator.
An alligator.
But like,
you know who I feel the most sorry for is Mrs. Misfit. Because after every Thursday when he comes on here and watches us, he probably spends $1,000 on firearm stuff. And then he can come in and rub it in our face next week. Like, look at this stuff. I got all this cool stuff.
I bought 2 of those. Like when you talked about last week. Like, damn. Like,
she's like, you've been watching them idiots on YouTube again.
Like, this he could run his own channel. I was like, oh yeah, I got 3 of those. Like, dude, you probably should go and start your own channel at this point. Man. I'll just watch your
Misfit's headed to a reptile store right now to get a Cayman.
So
why is there an alligator in our bathtub?
Hey,
that's Jimothy Jr.
Listen to this. The dude says they're about 40 minutes behind in comments.
Hey, that's pretty good for us, honestly.
Oh my goodness, that's crazy. So
I did my best.
We only have like 3 minutes left.
Yeah.
So I don't know if we want to talk about what we have. There's so many comments. We're not even gonna get to these. So listen, you can all blame Jason. Jason wasn't here, so the comments we did get to some of them. We love everyone. I'm
sorry.
Cody did a fantastic job. So please round of applause, everyone, to Cody.
But Cody just got back from a trip to the desert where he got lost and had to use tree sap as lip balm. And like I said, Jason doesn't have a single good excuse, so it's all his fault.
It's all his fault, yeah. I do. Oh, Caxo, there's so many good comments in here. Listen,
sorry, but if it's that good, if your comment went that good and we missed it, come back next week.
Put it back in. Put it in the Discord.
Jason should be here, and it'll probably get read. Probably.
J did say, he said, just bought a new MRO to send Walsh for review. Man, I'll just smash it on the front porch. I hope Hop is in here. He was showing off a new MRO. He trashed the MRO and he's showing off like a new one. He's like, I think I have brain damage, and he's just opening a new one. I'm like, you're ridiculous. I do want to share something, a video I got coming out tomorrow. I did a shorter video on one of our optics testing platform. That way you can, when we're testing optics, you can actually see what different parts we're using. Yes, my wife had comments about the mask. Then I said he was hiding from the government, and she said she understood.
I like your wife already. Tell her Joe said hi.
Okay. Oh yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so tomorrow will be the loadout. So if you have questions about what we use in our build, it turned out really, really well. So I kind of wanted to share what parts we used. It ended up being like 1/2 to 3/4 MOA rifle, which is pretty awesome. And then on Sunday, I have one of my favorite optics I've played with so far, which is the Primary Arms 1-6 Griffin. It lets you do multi-caliber, multi-barrel length. Can do some really cool stuff. So love that whole setup. So that'll be what I have for you on Sunday. That's all I have. We're running out of time. Joe.
I don't know what I have.
Oh, perfect.
More
Next.
airsoft video.
No, I think I'm done with that.
Are you?
Really?
No, he's
What
gone.
else am I going to show? The same thing over and over again?
Did we see number 3? I can't remember. I don't think we got number 3
Yeah,
yet.
we did. Yeah, we did.
Maybe I'm
Yeah,
behind.
because somebody went like, "Is that the CMMG bolt?" And I said, "Yes, it was."
Was it? Okay.
You might not have been here. That might have been when you
Yeah,
were.
I don't know
Yeah.
that. Okay. We'll copy. So we got more stuff coming. I know there's some stuff from Joe that we have scheduled for coming out in October that got kind of pushed back. We had a bunch of videos that kind of all fell in line together.
Oh yeah, I do that molding of that holster. So if you're
Yeah.
looking for a custom leather holster, look out for that video.
Yeah. And Cody, we need to. When are we doing the kayak? It's getting pretty cold.
Yep. Too late.
Mm.
Crickets. You hear the crickets?
It's just well, worst case we can show up that I want to see that long range, that really nice long range airsoft you got. Even just to practice that, I think practicing fundamentals with that would still be fun.
Yeah, it's nice.
So cool. Did you guys have any other pieces you guys wanted to add? I know we're coming to the end of the show. There's so many comments, guys. I love you guys dearly. Well, I don't even know what you guys are talking about, but okay. Anything else you guys got? Joe, Cody, last attacks. Make sure you give a bunch of grief to Jason for not being here. If you haven't, please join us in the Discord. We can continue these conversations or add more to it. If you didn't get any of your questions answered, I know quite a few of you had some good comments and good questions. Come back again next week. We do every Thursday. We can talk about different camo colors or left-handed scissors, all kinds of other weird stuff you guys are talking about. Otherwise, though, if that's it, I will say, if I can work these buttons, I will say thanks to you all and catch y'all next week. Later, everyone.
Bye.